I actually took a photograph of these two just after they'd arrived. Would you like to see it? Yeah. Put it up.
We have successfully driven through Nebworth. I don't think anybody noticed.
It may be top bling, but Fab 1 is largely useless on anything but wide, straight roads. So if you were Lady Penelope, there's only one place in Britain you could live. Oh dear. So, I ask you, is I bling?
Let's go home.
Holy mother of God, I can see the garage. Talking yards now, yards to go. This is the garage I filled up at yesterday morning. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how we do that. This car has gone from London to Edinburgh and back again with a V8 engine on one tank of fuel. I am absolutely lost for words. That is one astonishing car. Duvet on the back.
This is me.
You want 388 Wimbledon Park Road to Full Mary.
Roger, thank you.
UK 99, you want Replingham Road off Merton Road.
Replingham Road? Okay, here we go. Mini cabin.
Unlike Hammond's minicab, my Renault actually has sat-nav, but I'd be cheating if I used it because A, it's a £1,000 option and no minicab would have it, and B, it would mean I actually knew where I was going.
So instead I've got plastic stick-on compass and, of course, the trusty old A to Z, which is now more like a B to Z.
I've got the heaters on. Really quite incredibly furnace warm.
Left, then right.
I think that's important.
Cack! Right, the other way.
Besides powerful heaters, the C-Max also has a cracking stereo, good enough to find that station that only seems available in minicabs.
There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah.
Right, this should be it on the left.
It is, I've got to say, a bit gloomy in here, but there's loads of space. If I got a call from control right now saying the Pope needed picking up from a nightclub, no worries, straight in here.
Mary?
In truth, I'm probably not the one to test for headroom, but my first customer, that was a different matter.
I'm your cab. Now, you're really tall.
I am.
So?
Do you want to know how tall I am for stats?
Yeah, how tall are you? Go on.
6'5½". Got a slightly bad feeling about this one.
And have you got room?
I have a problem with headroom in a lot of these cars, and there's a little bit of headroom problem here, but, you know.
It's not bad. Are there any perks to being a pathologist?
When I did find my first fare, she happened to be a fencer with a bag of nice long swords. An ideal test then for the scenic. Would its boot swallow them up? No.
Cheers, Mark.
Nice to meet you.
My first fare. Bet you James carries their bags to the car. Didn't he do that for you?
Is it heavy?
A little bit, yes.
He does that for people anyway, to be honest. And he'll open the door. He's more your chauffeur than your minicabber.
The swords, sadly, had to go in the front. Right, sorry about all that. I'm a bit new to this. I'm not a real minicabber. I'm on TV, really. This isn't my real job.
Replingham Road, okay. Thank you.
It's a Renault Scenic with very versatile seating. You'll find if you grab hold of the little lever, you can slide it backwards and forwards.
This.
No, that's the front armrest.
Replingham. I was just there! I've just turned round.
Very cool.
Is that cool?
Yeah.
I'm just slightly
You could
worried
turn it
that...
into a big bed or something.
Oh God, what if they're all drunk?
So, are you being recorded so they can test if you would be good as a presenter?
No, I am a presenter.
Oh,
Do you mind?
Sorry.
This
are
isn't
you...
my real job.
Don't tread on me radio, or I'll be stopped.
At last, a car full of people, including a couple of burly rugby player types.
Oh, right.
Where are we going?
Wandsworth Common.
Straight ahead. Cool, thank you. We're testing this car as a minicab.
It's quite good. It only takes 4
You've
though.
got loads of gadgets on that steering wheel.
We've got stereo stuff.
Is that for each seat? Those
Yeah, that's for him.
Yeah, and my ass is
That's for
burning
me.
off.
Yeah, because I left his seat on 5. You see, I thought that might... It was the wrong thing to do now.
So they were impressed by the seat heater. But as for the space, well, it was 2 in the back, 1 in the front, just like in an ordinary hatchback. I did get an interesting tip, though.
Some Colston Bassett Stilton.
Very nice, thank
Some Cashel Blue.
Lethal.
That caravan, that is genius. Whoever thought of that addition?
It was me.
Said in a recent weekend, out of 126 drivers stopped, 113 were actually British drivers, which is charming. But I mean, are you saying they actually
I'm not
encouraged-
joking, they came alongside me and I looked across, thought I'm in trouble here, and they were just going...
Well, it's been good. I met Jodie Kidd. And Stephen Fry.
Yes, he's dead, so that's 10 points away there. And if you want a job on Top Gear, please write to Top Gear.
No, wait, look, he's coming round.
He is!
He's alive!
He lives! A cuckoo! If this is a head gasket, we're in big trouble here.
That's the compressor.
In fact, a belt that drives the air conditioning had snapped and knocked a plug out of the radiator. Simply put it back in again, fill that with water, and I was on my way. Get out of the way, you Polish lorry! Why are you cluttering up our roads with Latvian milk?
Morning.
Can we have 2 to Guildford, please? £5.60, please. Thank you. £5.60.
If I don't catch this 10 o'clock ferry, I'm out of the race.
That's a design I perfected on the school bus. 3, 2, 1, throw. Thank you very much. That was excellent.
Yes, we are in business. Okay, I'm about to get on the Seacat, which will get me to France in 60 minutes. But before I get on, I have one concern about... Mate.
Yes, hello, Jeremy.
I've got the gendarmes just all over me.
I think he's been nicked by the Rozzers.
Oh,
Have they stopped you?
They just keep coming alongside and they're just going, quicker, quicker.
Rubbish, you're making it up.
This is the great thing about driving, is the police come along in France and then just want you to go quicker. How's that, Mr. Gendarme? Got another thought's just popped into my head about how like the cat in Shrek 2 you look like. I'm speaking to you now from inside one of the Venturi tunnels. Here are the cars we bought. There's Richard's Rover GTI, James's Audi 80 and my V6 Volvo GLE. And here's the first test. Our researchers worked out how much fuel was used on the Manchester run. 30 mpg was the target for every mile to the gallon. Over that, you get a point. For every mpg under it, you lose a point.
Right, I have the results of the economy run. The Volvo, 20 miles to the gallon, giving Jeremy a score of -10. The Rover, 23 miles to the gallon, giving Richard a score of -7. And the Audi, a remarkable 35 miles to the gallon, giving me 5.
This...
this looks good. Yes, yes! Yeah, hey!
Well done. That was fantastic. Right.
Good effort, my son.
So here we are, all three cars together on this enormous playground. And now we must decide which is best. All we learn to begin with is just how hard it is to drive a powerful rear-drive car on wet sand. They just go sideways, constantly. You know, the designer of the 5 Series died after he'd finished it.
He did.
This one died while he was doing it. Only half of it styled. Look, I'll show you. He's coming along here, perfectly well, nice straight line. He got to here and lost the will to live. Look. And then someone else came along and just sort of plonked a big...
It's not a bad idea.
...seats in the Discovery. Have you tried to get into the back?
You can get... Well, you won't get in because you're... They built that car...
Jesus is here! Oh, yes, there's a microscopic little white man standing on the seat.
Yeah. But at the time, I felt like a 6-foot black rapper. I felt brilliant. Shut up.
There he is, digging his car out.
You can get... Well, you won't get in because you're... They built that car...
Jesus is here!
And we never knew! Wow!
Who have we booked as the guest this week?
Maybe he's not supposed to be on yet.
Is he the guest? That would be something, wouldn't it? We'd get some viewers.
How did you do on the track, Jesus?
At least I'm not too tall for my hair, eh, Jeremy?
And Jesus is funny.
Jesus has just said that he's not too tall for his hair.
You'd edit me out anyway, wouldn't you?
Shut up now, Jesus.
G-meter. The problem with the Olympic Games, though, is there's no cars in them, and that's no good at all. So we thought we'd have some games of our own.
Obviously, if you're going to have an international games event with cars, certain disciplines are out of the window. Fencing is tricky. Table tennis is impossible. Swimming, of course, fraught with technical difficulties. And the marathon, well, that's just too easy. So after much thought, we've settled on this, the long jump.
So let's meet the car competitors. From Great Britain, the Austin Maestro. From France, the Citroën 2CV. From the United States of America, the AMC Pacer. Representing the Czech Republic is the Skoda Favourite. And here for Russia, the Lada Riva.
Each competitor car will start from here. Now, they all have exactly the same run-up, so this should be a good test of acceleration. And it should reveal a lot about power-to-weight ratios. So they start from here, they hammer down there, sprinting towards that point in the distance from where they launch into the pit for their attempt at the long jump.
So let the games begin. Bring forward the first competitor. From the Czech Republic, the favourite. The Skoda favourite, in fact. At 11 years, it's the youngest competitor here today. So is its 1.3-litre engine up to the job? Oh, that's monstrous! The length of the jump will be measured from where the back wheels land. And the Skoda has opened the games with a very respectable 9.29 metres. Quite a target for the others to go for. The AMC Pacer is the oldest and heaviest competitor, but it's also the most powerful, with nearly 4 litres of engine. Oh dear. Despite that big engine, its acceleration doesn't look good. What a splash! That nearly emptied the sandpit. The jump, though, is pathetic. So the AMC struggles to cover 6.2 metres. Next up, from France, the 2CV. With 600 cc's under the bonnet, it's the smallest capacity car, but also the lightest. So has it got the power-to-weight ratio just right? Let's see. Oh, that looks good! And where's he going now?
Well, I don't know. The French looking like they were making a bid to go straight back home there.
In the end, the plucky 2CV manages 7.78 metres for France. From Russia, the Lada Riva Estate 1.5. Plenty of room in the back of this car, of course, but has it got the grunt to take it over the line? Oh, it's flying!
The Russian there just throwing caution to the wind. I mean, clearly that was determination.
And that effort's paid off with a massive jump of 10.85 metres for the Russian. The Austin Maestro 1.3 now. It's always been underpowered. It's gonna be the underdog. But there's always hope. Who knows what it might pull out of the hat.
Come on, Great Britain.
Oh, that looks good! And a nice exit too. And the result for Great Britain, 8.34 metres. So here we have the results. In 5th place, America and the AMC Pacer. In 4th, France, the 2CV. In 3rd place, it's the Brit, the Austin Maestro. In 2nd, the Czech Republic. But in 1st place, with a massive 10.85 metres, from Russia, the Lada Riva Estate. A true champion.
Here we are, the camera's poised and ready, and here comes a young twalker. He's in a stolen car, he has no insurance, and he's so off his face on drugs, he's actually incapable of exceeding the speed limit. So he's completely safe. Look, no flash at all there. Now, who's this? Why, it's Osama bin Laden, the world's most wanted man. He hasn't been apprehended yet because he's realised that if he sticks to 30 miles an hour, he'll be quite safe. Yes, there we are. All that police enforcement technology and it can't catch the world's best-known terrorist. Ah, but look what we have here. It's a little old lady on her way to the village fete with some cakes. Whoops, she's inadvertently strayed up to 34 miles an hour and good, it's got her. What?
Close up.
Next one, this is from Mistress Goth from the email. She wants you to be her dungeon bitch. Can anybody think of a car currently available that's uglier than an S-Type Jag? But Multipla, no, you see, no, Multipla's fine.
It's changed.
Well, who said thank you? Have you got one? There's someone, you own a Multipla. The owner of a Multipla. He's here.
They've announced in Florida that it's now legal, that's legal for bikers to ride their motorcycles without a crash helmet as long as they can prove they've got $10,000 worth of health insurance. Well, that's just stupid. Apart from anything else, what's the point of insuring Americans' head? Well, there's nothing in it.
Now for the moment of truth.
To you. My hands are slipping on the leatherette.
Hang on.
We might have to tip the cushions a bit.
Go on, give it a push!
Yes! Fantastic.
Oh.
Hang on.
No.
Is that at the end?
Yeah.
For Pete's sake. That would have gone in a Jag or an Audi.
Look. Just forget it, mate. It isn't going to fit, right?
So then, James, what did you buy to brighten up our studio?
Are you ready?
Yes, go on.
How about that?
Wow! That's fantastic. It's a...
I was thinking of you when I
could
bought
have a different
it.
hairstyle every... Actually, I've had a better idea. Where's that hair bloke earlier on? Where...
He's
hair!
over there.
Come here, come on. Quick, come through. Come on. Make way, make way, make way. Quick, quick, quick. Come on, get yourself in there, mate. Look, this is it. See? Oh, look at that. We'll put that down there.
Sorry, mate. Do you mind if we just discuss the...
What we've got here is a United Nations drag race, with Britain being represented by a 350 brake horsepower TVR 350, Japan by the Honda NSX, and from Germany, a 911. All with roughly the same power, all purpose built for the job.
Okay, bit of spin off the line. The Porsche's gone backwards. The TVR is absolutely steaming ahead. Neck and neck with the NSX, the Japanese.
Oh, this looks poor. A lowly third for the Corvette.
The Brits, oh dear, they win.
So, is this American any good at anything? Well, actually, yes.
The head-up display, that's cool. That's a very good thing. It shows you revs and speed and all sorts, which is useful. And here's something else interesting. A G-meter. Now, why would an American car need a...
Well, why don't you take it for a spin and you know, do a top gear road test on it?
Well, go easy, 'cause it's fast. It's a fast car, right?
Yeah, I don't want to make a mess. All right, fine.
You might like to push yourself along if you get
Yeah,
stuck.
no, that's fine. We can.
Start the engine, maybe?
Yeah, it is started. You can hear that flat six. They do that. It's a proper aggressive noise. That's a fantastic. Listen to that. It's difficult in here to do this. You see, you've got that real biting sound to it. What are you doing in that? You look ridiculous. Watch it. Careful, careful, careful. Damn it!
I'm sorry, mate.
Oh, damn it, man. That's new.
I'm so sorry.
I'll stop the cameras or something, because that's going to... Oh, man.
I'm really sorry. It has actually dented
That's
it.
the only new car I've ever had in my flaming life.
Going to catch on.
Okay, Mark, go on, man. We're at take-off now.
Okay, the engines are at full power, and here comes the Mondeo. Now, can they blow this 1.5-ton car off course from 50 yards away? 3, 2... Whoa, blimey! There it goes! The Mondeo must have been blasted a good 50 feet. But we haven't finished yet.
Well, that was a modern, streamlined aerodynamic car. So let's have another go now and see what happens when we let loose the top gear crosswind on something a little more, well, slab-sided. A Citroen 2CV.
Big engine, lightweight hippie car. This should be fun. Okay, here we go again. The engines are up to 58,000 pounds of thrust. The car is released. And 3, 2, whoa, crikey! Yes, the 2CV really doesn't like crosswinds.
Well, there you go, you see. Next time you're out, you think you might encounter crosswinds or have to drive behind a 747 at takeoff thrust, you're better off with a Mondeo than a 2CV. It's a service we provide, this stuff, you know. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I haven't the heart to tell him. It's all over, mate.
Oh, cock. Right, do you remember our pickup truck? Yeah. Of course you remember our pickup truck. It's in the studio here somewhere. It's still running remarkably. What did we do to that?
Everything.
We set fire to it, drowned it, blew it up on the top of a building, all that sort of stuff. It still works at the end of it. Toyota have launched a new Toyota pickup truck, and they've sort of named it after our experiment. They've called that the Toyota Hilux
invincible.
What? They've
Seriously?
really named.
So
They've
we
really
named the
named
car?
it.
Sort of, yeah. They acknowledge the role of our TV programme in the naming of that car.
That's brilliant news.
That's fantastic. Perhaps this would catch on. Perhaps all cars could be named after what we think of them. Oh, yes. The Nissan 350 Noisy, for instance.
The Porsche Cayenne Minga.
Yes, that would be a good name.
How about the Rover City Rubbish?
Yeah.
I like city rubbish. The BMW 5 Too Ugly. Yeah, I think this is a good idea, and I think this is... C90 is what I've got in mind, OK? That's a kind of... Dave, you've been standing on a box.
Big car.
Get run over by cars when they're putting out cones.
That's rubbish.
That is
It's
rubbish.
It is. I know
It's a
why
good
they've done it
idea.
in America. It's because if you drive into an American, let's be honest, they're not small people. Manage your car. All those road workers going, look at this. Under here, I got me a Nissan, got me a Honda, got me a Humvee under here, got me a Mitsubishi in my butt creek.
Dead. It belongs down. I mean,
If you turn up to pick Kristin up in that, she's going to think it's a Merc, like a C-Class diesel. No, you have to be. You have to be a monumental car bore to know that's a McLaren. You do.
It's as spangly as a giant disco glitter ball. Look at
It's
it.
cool. It's cool, and that's an end.
The thing
It's the end.
But
It's the end of the discussion.
oh, it's scary.
That factory opened, the underground bunker they built down in Sussex. I went to have a look round, and do you remember that film, The Eagle Has Landed, where German paratroopers had taken over a village and were pretending to be English? It was just like you going around going, so tell me, how do you fit the dashboard on? Is it glue or is it screwed on? Can I just say I like HP sauce? This morning I heard... See how safe it is. Anyone got a car? What have you stolen this week? Anyone here want the Mustang?
And to be sensible here.
Absolutely, yes.
You'd like the Mustang? You're
Give to me.
Dutch.
Yes, I'm
Your
Dutch.
opinion's worthless here. Now, the essence is, when it started a few years ago, they had a 5-star safety rating, which they thought would be unachievable.
Yeah,
No car would ever do
impossibly
that. Yeah. Renault Laguna was the first to do it.
Yeah.
This year's results. 5 stars has been awarded to the Vauxhall Astra, the Renault Megane convertible, the Volkswagen Golf, the Peugeot 407, the Saab convertible, Volvo S40, and the Toyota Corolla Verso. They've all got 5 stars.
Kind of nearly all cars, really. It's getting a bit like those A-level results every year, isn't it? When all of a sudden everybody gets it.
Have you ever been to school? Yeah, have 30 A-levels.
I got 10 this year.
Absolutely. So what they've started concentrating on now is pedestrian rating, is how safe you are if you get hit by one of these things. In essence, and I'm choosing the top 2 here, if you find yourself in the middle of a dual carriageway and there are 2 cars coming towards you, a Honda Jazz and a Vauxhall Astra, leap in front of the Jazz.
Yeah.
This would be my suggestion because you're going to be okay. In front of the Astra,
Had it.
it's kind of curtains, really.
That's useful advice.
Yeah, it is, except for one thing. I don't really care about pedestrians.
It's not going to be a popular view, that one, Jeremy.
It's not, but let me explain. You see, the thing is, the Vauxhall Astra, OK, sticking with these 2 cars, 5-star for people in the front, 4 for people in the back, 1 star for pedestrian rating, OK? So you think, OK, Honda Jazz, slightly less safe in the front, slightly less safe in the back, much better for pedestrians. Now look, in order of people I care about, my children are number 1.
Yeah.
I'm number 2, me.
Yeah.
Number 3, James coming out of the pub a bit drunk.
Yeah.
You're going to run him down. I
see
don't
where you're
care.
going.
Exactly. Here we are, the camera's poised and ready, and here comes a young twalker. He's in a stolen car, he has no insurance, and he's so off his face on drugs, he's actually incapable of exceeding the speed limit. So he's completely safe. Look, no flash at all there. Now, who's this? Why, it's Osama bin Laden, the world's most wanted man. He hasn't been apprehended yet because he's realised that if he sticks to 30 miles an hour, he'll be quite safe. Yes, there we are. All that police enforcement technology, and it can't catch the world's best-known terrorist. Ah, but look what we have here. It's a little old lady on her way to the village fete with some cakes. Whoops, she's inadvertently strayed up to 34 miles an hour, and good, it's got her. What a maniac.
points.
Yeah.
If, for example, you dent the bodywork on the new Golf, you can now simply change the outer skin rather than incur the cost of getting a whole new panel. Like the game, it bores me to tell you, but the Golf is the one you'll want to buy. Good shot. It's not exciting, but VW have had so long now to work on it.
Minus 40. Do you know, you're all wrong.
Uncool?
It's not Sub-Zero. We have had to build a new section for it. The DB9 section, and it's a fridge. And there it is.
Now, we haven't been here for quite a while, so first thing, a little bit of housekeeping to be done, okay? And straight away, up here, the Mini.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's been up there, Sub-Zero, for ages. To be honest, time and too many estate agents, I think, have kind of eroded the coolness. And I think it might... It's not even cool anymore, it's down here.
All agreed. We all agreed the Mini is now uncool.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Absolutely is. So, the Mini Cabriolet... You see, the thing is, if you've got a Mini right now, you need to keep a low profile. You're driving around in dire straits. This, I'm sorry, is even less cool.
No, wrong.
Well, no, that's perfectly correct.
This is a serious, not seriously cool, but this is a cool car.
You are joking! Let the people speak.
The people speak, okay?
Yes, we're speaking. It's cute, it's quirky, and it's a good girl's car too.
Thanks a lot. That'll do. Listen,
find anybody else.
We have a new rule on the cool wall.
Yes.
James May, who eats pastry, drinks brown beer, and thinks a curry is exotic, thinks this is uncool. He's always wrong on matters of such things. There, it's cool, and that's a thank you. I don't keep him boo.
That's Jeremy Clarkson. That is going to come back and haunt you.
It's a cool car.
It's so
It's a convertible Mini. You can't get cooler.
You're wrong. People are going to laugh at you for centuries. Here is the Fiat Barchetta. Now, this... It's going to fall apart. Every time you drive it, you're going to be stopping to get out and pick up bits that have dropped off. But that's why it's cool. It's got a kind of shabby charm. Work with me on this. It has... There's a lot of blank looks. It's a brave choice. It's a cool car.
What? Who said it's still a Fiat? What's wrong with a Fiat?
They're not good. They're French.
This audience from?
Gardening programme, mate. That's what it is.
Do you know what Fiat stands for, the I in it? Italia.
Yeah.
Do you know, I've got to suggest we've got a few more to get through here, mate. I'd keep my mouth shut. Because I've got here the foreword by the Prime Minister, OK? He's written a 1.5-page foreword. He mentions congestion once, and the economy once, and safety once. And then he goes environmentally sustainable, realistic environmentally, least polluting, greener environment, carbon emissions, climate change, cleaner and greener. It's all to do with the environment. That's all it is.
Which makes... Yes.
There's an interesting bit here under the interurban coaches, whatever they are, which talks about the successful introduction of a dedicated bus lane on the M4.
We've got footage of this successful bus lane. Can we run that? Let's have a look how... There it is.
Successful.
Oh, my God, there is one. There's one coming along. It's OK, there's no one on it apart from the driver, so there we are. And the BMW, well, that was a bit like watching your dad trying to dance.
Struth, I'm giving this up. This is...
Do want a wee. But I can't stop because that would mean starting the engine again, and starting an engine uses a load of fuel. So, New York taxi driver trick, and you're not allowed to watch.
An expensive small car, and I like that.
It's a metrosexual car.
A what?
Metrosexual, it's the new thing. It's for the chap. He doesn't want to be too butch. He doesn't want to have, you know, like a big 4x4. And he spends quite a lot of money on hair products,
Don't point at me.
He's interested in shirts. Probably wears cowboy boots, that kind of thing. He's a blend of
I am
gay
not a
and not
metro
gay.
flaming sexual.
You are a metrosexual, and I can see you in one of those.
Barnabas, how would you know what a metrosexual
I'm
is?
not only in touch with my feminine side, I'm in touch with my gay side as well. A pigeon look and a Ford sport cow.
The question is, which is fastest in a race, the car or this pigeon?
Finally, Pigeon Central. But is it too late?
Have we lost? I'm afraid so.
Can I see the bird that beat us, please?
There's 14 in there.
14? That really is rubbing it in.
Pigeon was in at 11, 48 and 14.
It was a massacre. Even without my mistake, the pigeons would still have won by half an hour.
Right, we've lost.
A maniac.
Cool.
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 Cool. Why did I ask him?
I've no idea.
I did.
No
I asked.
idea.
No, you're not a cool man. You're just, you know, you're worse than me.
Oh, really?
And we're starting with speed cameras. You see, the government denies that they're there to make money.
Now it's time for Top Gear to answer a big question. It's been on the lips of the nation for years, and it's this. Can a nun drive a monster truck? This is Sister Wendy. She's a nun, and she drives a Vauxhall Nova. Like all nuns, she does nice things. Sister Wendy serves food to old people.
Do you want some ice cream?
She belongs to the Order of Grace and Compassion of Benedictine nuns. They're hardcore nuns who pray 5 times a day. This is it. She's up! She's up! She's going off and she stopped. She's moving. She's falling off the car. She's falling over. She has done it! And that was a nun in a monster truck.
That was the coolest thing I have ever seen. Are you all right?
Thank you, Lord.